Welcome once again to How to Relate to Anyone. Here is Dr. Orv Owens.
Hello again. It's good to see you. Well, I can't really see you, but it's good to be seen. And hopefully this lesson is going to challenge your thinking a little bit on what we call the 4 beliefs. The 4 beliefs that literally control who you are as a person, or who you can become, or who you're becoming. Because you're already using what I'm teaching here. It's not something new to try. What I want to do is give you some outlines of how to use it rather than abuse it. The tendency is to be inconsistent in doing the right things. And if we can label some things that you can do consistently, it will cause you to have a personal growth pattern going all of your life. I'm not a young man, and I still try new stuff. I like to try new stuff. If somebody does something and I see them do it, I got to at least try it. Now, there's some things physically I can't do. Recently, I was at a basketball game, a high school basketball game, and at halftime they gave bottles of soda, Coca-Cola or something like that. If you could shoot a ball from the three-point line and make a three-point shot. Well, I've done that all my adult life. Stand out there and pop three-point shots. Not so consistently that somebody wanted to hire me to play on their basketball team, but I could do it pretty consistently. And so I got on that line and took that basketball and took one dribble and a step and shot as hard as I could. And I ended up on the floor in front of the crowd. I'm all right. I just lost my balance and just went sliding out on the floor. And here's this old bald-headed guy out on the floor, and the ball didn't even make it to the rim. It's been a while since I coached basketball, and obviously I've lost a little bit of my skills. A little bit of my abilities have faded into disabilities because of what? Lack of use. I saw a guy on television who was in his 90s, and he would stand at the foul line and just one shot after another would go right in the hoop. He just didn't miss. So if he can do it, I can do that, if I work at it hard enough. But obviously I haven't shot three-point shots for a while, and it showed up. And the interesting part is I was pushing so hard that I lost my balance. And when I lose my balance at my age, that's not a good thing, because I can see where I'm going but can't always go where I'm seeing. And I end up, and all the people, ooh, is he okay? That's an old man laying on the floor throwing basketballs around. It was exciting, to say the least. Well, all personal growth and in our life, and this is true from birth till now, starts with a belief of achieving success. You have to believe you can before you can. If you think you can, or if you think you can't, you're right. That's a Henry Ford quote, and he was right. We pretty much stay within what we believe we can do. And in most cases, we don't try too much outside of what we believe we can do. Well, I like to challenge people to stretch. You have a list of things you are learning, things you are developing, new skills you are creating. What that does, it just enhances your life. It adds dimensions to your life. It adds, I think, life to your life. I think that adds lifetime. So what we want to do then is look at the 4 beliefs that control who you are as a person. When I meet you, I'm going to see who you believe you are. Number 1 belief is you have to believe that You have to believe in the teacher. You have to believe in the teacher. You cannot be taught if you don't believe in the teacher. You always got the best grades in a class where you believed in your teacher, and always the worst grades in the class when you didn't believe in your teacher. Well, there's a lot of things in our world that are teaching you something every day, including a program like this one. Books you read, people you associate with, your boss if you have an employer. Any training you choose to go through, it's all a learning experience. And to be able to believe in the teacher or the system that you're learning will determine how much of that you'll actually learn and plug into your lifetime. So you have to believe in your company. If you don't believe in your company, you're not going to be a very good employee. If you don't believe in your products and the services you offer, you will not be a good salesperson. If you don't believe in yourself, you won't be a very good manager or salesperson. If you don't believe in your clients, believe in my clients? I heard a guy the other day saying, that loser, nobody could sell him anything. And as long as he believes that, he's right. At least he can't sell him anything because he didn't believe. See, I believe everybody's a prospect until they just can't buy whatever it is you're selling. Everybody's a prospect. If they can use it and if they need it, they're a prospect. And so to believe in the teacher, any type of training you take, the higher the belief level, the faster you can plug that training into your life. And what I have learned over the years, and am learning continually, is that if I open my mind to possibilities, I can learn new things from everybody and anybody. Because you do things that I can't do, or have never developed the skill to do. You know things I don't know. You've been places I have not been. You've tasted foods I've never tasted. And all of these things are things that I'm missing. So I can learn from you, and you become the teacher and I become the student. Put yourself in a student position in as many areas of your life as you possibly can, and when you do that, you will be continually challenging yourself to grow, to develop new knowledge. And new knowledge gives you new capabilities because you plug that knowledge into doing, action. So, number one, you have to believe in the teacher, or you're not going to learn. If you don't learn, you're not going to grow. That's part of the 4 beliefs. Second belief is belief that what the teacher's teaching is true. If what I'm teaching you, and you say, that's a bunch of bunk, there's no value to that, it will be of no value to you. On the other hand, if you take it seriously and plug it into your life and find that it adds to what you're trying to achieve in your own life, that's because you chose to believe what I'm saying is true. If you're a salesperson, I have to believe what you're saying is true, or I'm not a prospect. Well, I might be a prospect, but I'm sure not a client. If I'm an employee of yours and you are teaching me a new tool or a new system or whatever the new thing is you're teaching me, if I believe you know what you're talking about and believe that you are wise enough to lead me into understanding what you're teaching, I will learn from you. But if I don't believe in you, if I don't believe what you're saying is true, if I can't believe that that's really right, I'll not retain anything. I'll not learn anything. So I have to believe in the teacher and believe what the teacher's saying is true. And then number 3, I have to believe that I need what the teacher is teaching. To be highly motivated to achieve any goal in your life, you have to believe you need that which is being presented. To be able to reach goals of learning, to reach goals of achieving, reach goals in sales, reach goals in productivity and in production, reach goals of personal development. All of those things take a belief that you can use what you're being taught, that it'll work for you. I had a salesperson recently tell me that she sells a food supplement that gives energy and you know, and a lot of positive things. It's a nutritional product. And she talked to one of her new clients who bought a bottle of this product. And it's been 30 days, and so she talked to her to see how it was going. Oh, she said, it's not working for me. It's not, I can't feel any difference at all. And she said, well, I'd be glad to buy the bottle back. And so she did. She bought it back. Do you know how much of the drink was taken? About that much. Of course she didn't see any. She didn't even drink the bottle. You got to get to the bottom of the bottle before you're going to see some results. And with anything, you got to be able to climb the ladder before you can find out how good the ladder is. You have to drive the car, or you don't know if it's a car that's going to work for you. If you don't do, you're not going to be. Being is based upon doing first. You have to do something to become something. That's true in every area of your life. And one of the big problems we have as human beings is we procrastinate and we do not use or do that which we know to do or use to become the person we're trying to become. There are people who purchase this program that you're watching, but then don't view it. I don't know why. I guess maybe they're busy, they have a reason. But it's a waste of money on their part, and secondly, they're not getting any good out of it. So their money is wasted. You have to believe that you can do. You can use what the teacher's teaching. You can do what the instructor is instructing you to do. If you don't believe it, you won't receive it. It won't happen. Because everything starts with the belief level, and to grow and develop new skills and new knowledge takes believing. Believing this is going to change my life. This is going to make me more proficient, more productive. It's going to help me reach my personal goal in this area of my life. And most things you try, you're hoping to achieve a certain level of success that's going to have positive effects on your life. Whether it's enhancing your sales ability, hopefully this course will do that for you. Enhancing your leadership and management skills, hopefully this program will do that for you. Enhancing your relationships with family and friends, hopefully this program will do that for you. That's what this is all about. How to relate to anyone, anywhere, anytime is simply what our goal is, to help you relate to people, because we believe success is based upon your ability to establish long-lasting relationships. But this is true in every area of your life. A book you read, reading a book is fine, but if you don't plug in what the book teaches, if it's an educational book, then you've wasted your time and you've wasted a good book. I was in a guy's office just recently in his home, and he has all these books, and I said, have you read all these books? No, I haven't even started. Well, why do you have all the books if you're not going to read them? He said, because it's my library. Got to have books in a library, so I just bought a bunch of books and put them on the shelf. All right. Sounds like a waste of money to me. It sounds like you're trying to impress people with the books you don't read. because they're on your shelf. Maybe you're hoping for osmosis where, just soaks in somehow or other because it's in the house. You can go into your little library and soak up all that knowledge that's in those books on the shelves. Well, I have a few books on my shelf that I've never read also. In most cases, they're books that were given to me, and I didn't say no to be polite, frankly. But was not interested in the subject, and I'm still not interested in the subject, so I'm not going to waste my time reading something I'm not interested in. But your personal development, your personal growth, your development of skills, turning natural abilities into capabilities is all based upon how much knowledge you take in on a regular basis and how much you plug it into your behavioral patterns, what you do and won't do, how you act and how you react. All those things are defining who you are today and who you are becoming. And the interesting part is there are no limits. You just go as far as you want to go. So number four, let me go through them again. Number one is a belief in the teacher. You have to believe what you're being taught. If you don't believe it, you won't retain it. You have to believe what the teacher's teaching is true, whoever the teacher is and whatever the teacher is. That could be anything from a book to a TV show to a whatever. And number three, you have to believe you need what the teacher's offering. And that need means I'm going to do everything within my power to achieve success in this area of my life. I'm going to take the challenge and I'm going to learn this. I'm going to master this. I'm going to become better at this on an ongoing basis. It's a decision. And it's not a decision, it's a series of decisions. It's deciding every day. I'm moving closer, I'm learning more, I'm gaining more ground. So it's an ongoing decision-making process that allows you to have constant personal growth. And then number four, the fourth belief is I can do or use what the teacher is teaching. If you sit there and say, I can't use any of this stuff, it'll never work for me, it won't. I can guarantee you, because you won't even try. You won't even plug it in. And that's true in every area of your life. You can sit and look at a car and learn to drive. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. You're going to have to get behind the wheel. You're going to have to feel the clutch, clutch. What's a clutch? That's what teenagers say. What's a clutch? Yeah. So you've got to get behind the wheel, and put that thing in gear, and start it up and drive down the road. In order to say you're a driver, learn to drive. And that's true with anything. You never have learned anything sitting on your duff doing nothing other than how to do nothing, which I guess is an art in itself. So you have to believe you can use or do what the teacher is teaching, or you will not even retain it overnight. You'll forget tomorrow what you heard tonight if you don't believe you can plug it into your life. You think about things that you've been exposed to and you said, that would be fun, but you never do anything with it because you just probably wouldn't do it anyway. So we pass up a lot. You think about all the knowledge that's been available to you from birth till now. All of the experiences that have been available to you from birth till now. Have you ever put on just casual clothes and gone downtown in your city and walked in the lower part of town where people beg and where people were homeless people? Have you ever just walked through that area and just observed and maybe even talked to a few of those people. You talk about an education, you walk away with an education. I have a very, very close friend of mine. He sang in my quartet. In fact, we sang together in a quartet at age 14. And Don is right now breathing his last breaths. I visited him just the other day. And he's faded away down to nothing with cancer. And will pass away soon. And I went and visited Don, and you know, there he is. That's still Don. Doesn't look much like him anymore because he's lost a lot of weight and he's very sunken and so on. Has trouble talking, has trouble keeping his eyes open. But he's always happy to see us when we come to visit him. And so one of these hours, we don't know when, he'll leave this place and his life will be over. And I stand there and look at a man who I've sung hundreds of hours on stage with him, standing next to me. I mean, probably thousands of hours when I really think about it. We traveled throughout the country at one period of time, singing full time in concerts every night someplace. And we would do an hour and a half, 2 hour concert. So you multiply that over a lot of years. And for the last 20 years, he stood beside me every time we sang a song. And now we're senior citizens, 452 years old, and hanging in there. And he has come down with cancer, and his days are numbered. And it's a tough thing. But I have some great memories and some great experiences that I can lean back on as I talk to him, of places we were and things we did and reactions we had from people and all that. Your productivity, the things you accomplish today, are going to be memories when you get to be my age. And believe me, they become precious memories, because you get to a point where that's all you have left is the memories. So I challenge you to take advantage of every moment of every day. Use the 4 beliefs to learn and grow, develop new skills, develop greater ability in your sales and in your management skills and all those things. Be in a constant development state. And I hope that it's our hope here as a team. We hope that what we are providing you in these lessons are going to touch your life in a positive way and make it more productive, because productivity will bring some happiness.